early-ish in the morning right now, at least earlier than I'm used to filming. I had a little bit of a busy morning, which I'll get into in a second, but I am finally bringing you guys a life update video. I don't think I've ever had a life update video more requested than this one, which I guess if you've watched my last couple of videos, you maybe understand why. But so we're just gonna dive in and just talk about what's been going on. My hair is slightly crazy today. I just didn't really have the energy to do much to it. It doesn't look that bad on camera. In person it's pretty fluffy and you can't really see the frizz on camera that much, which is pretty good. But anyway, so really quick, this morning I got my second dose of the vaccine. It's my Band-Aid right there. I could probably take it off, but I literally just got home from doing that, and then threw on like a tank top to film it, and that was really it. I wanted to just like get the videos out of the way today, just in case I have a less than ideal reaction. My first dose I was okay for the most part. I just had a really sore arm and I was really fatigued, but as far as like cold symptoms and stuff, I didn't have any of that, which was good. So I'm hoping that I'll be okay, but I do hear that a lot of times the second dose can be the rough one, so everybody's different, so I don't know how it's gonna go, but I wanted to come home and get my videos done just in case. I'm feeling not so hot later, but so far I feel okay. It's funny because when I got my first dose, by this time like my arm was already dead and my arm feels fine. I literally don't feel anything. It feels like a little maybe tender, but like I wouldn't even say it feels sore. I'm a little lightheaded, but even that's not that bad, so I'm chilling for right now. Alright, so what's been going on? I'll start with what I know you guys are the most curious about, and I feel bad I kind of left you hanging before my Miami trip. And it was an accident. I swear it was an accident. It just kind of slipped out, and I said my boyfriend, and I referred to him, and they were a decent amount of comments and a good amount of DMs on Instagram, kind of just being like, excuse me, like you're what? Because I think you guys are so used to me like filling you guys in on what is going on like as it happened, but with this one thing I kind of like kept to myself for a little bit, you know, which I think is normal. And yeah, I got a lot of questions about it, so it's funny because I was talking to him like not even like 2 days ago, maybe it wasn't even that long ago, about filming this video, because he's been teasing me for a while about it, because he knows I make life updates somewhat regularly on my channel, so he would be like, we're making a life update anytime soon, you know. And I was talking to him the other day and I was saying like, I don't know how much I want to share on YouTube about our relationship, at least not right now, just as far as like how we got together and stuff, like the detailed story, just because one, like, yes, I'm used to sharing things with you guys about my life, not everything, but you know, some of the big stuff, and this time, you know, it involves somebody else and somebody else's life, so you know, I just want to be careful and respectful and all that, so I'm not going to go into like detail, but yeah, I'll just give you like the Cliff Notes version. He and I have known each other for a very long time. We've been friends. I want to say I was the summer that I turned 14, I want to say, is when we met. Or maybe, yeah, I think I was still 13 turning 14. Anyway, we've been friends for about 11 years now, going on 11 years. We went to church together back in the, well, we still kind of do, but now I can't really go to church because I work on Sundays. Anyway, we grew up going to church together, going to the youth group together, and there was a group of us. I would say there were like maybe, I don't know, 9 or 10 of us, and we were like a little squad, and we went to our, you know, our church's youth group together, and we hung out, you know, after church sometimes, or on the weekends. Like, we hung out a lot, actually, especially like during the summer. We would do like beach nights and all that, so it was a little squad, and we all essentially grew up together. And so we've always been close, you know. He's 3 years younger than me. So back then, I met him when he was 11, so he was kind of just like, we called him like the little brother of the group. Like, we all took care of him. He was the youngest one. And so we've always been very close. I used to drive him around when I got my license and he still couldn't drive, you know. We were buddies for a long time. And then, you know, as you get older, things change, and I guess all of a sudden there was one day where we both kind of looked at each other in like a different way. But that was a long time ago. It's funny because if I really went into detail, we would be here forever, because it's a very long detailed story. But again, Cliff Notes version, we kind of discovered that feelings were changing a long time ago, like going on 5 years ago. So yeah, so we started dating officially the end of April, so it hasn't been that long. I haven't been keeping it a secret for too long. So it's relatively fresh still, but at the same time, we've known each other for forever, and so we're very comfortable around each other, so it doesn't necessarily feel new in some ways. If that probably didn't make sense, but hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's really it. Obviously, yes, I could go into a lot more detail. Maybe one day I will, maybe one day I won't, I don't know, but yeah, I got a lot of questions and comments and stuff just about like, oh, you should have him in a video and stuff like that. Baby steps. I have a feeling that you may see him first on my second channel, the one that I don't really use. I post something on there once every like 4 or 5 months, just kind of when I feel like it. But I told you guys that when the time comes that I move out, which we'll get into that in a little bit, I want to like vlog a lot of it, and, you know, do like an empty apartment tour, a move-in day, like, you know, a bunch of just vlogs and videos about that, decorating and all that. So I have a feeling you'll probably see him first on that channel, just because I can't even imagine like sitting here and like making a video and like whispering with him. I'm not even worried about him, I'm worried about me, because I'll just laugh the whole time. But I know that he would do it for me eventually, probably. But anyway, so I'm sure you will see him at some point. But again, just, you know, I'm being careful, because, you know, it's not just me involved here, it's you know, him too, putting himself out on the internet. So, but yeah, that's as far as the Cliff Notes version. That's pretty much it. So you guys can just know that I am happy and that everything is good. So, anywho, so that's that. I wanted to get the biggest thing out of the way there. What else is going on? So I have been talking to you guys a bunch about wanting to move out, and I said that I wanted to do it before my 25th birthday, which, well, at first I said March, and then all of a sudden it was March, and I was like, wait, that's not happening. And then I said my birthday, which is July 16th. That's not gonna happen either, because that's also quickly approaching. Simply because I'm looking to probably buy, which I've spoken to you guys about before, rather than rent. And I feel like if I wanted to just rent, it would happen a lot quicker, but buying is going to be a little bit more of a lengthy process, which I don't think I took into consideration. But when I came back from my Miami trip and I got my life in order again, if you know what I'm referring to, if you know about my situation, my Miami situation, which we'll talk about that too in a little bit. But when I came back, I said, all right, I'm gonna officially like really start seriously looking at things and like saving properties and whatever. So I found a couple. I found like 7 the other day that I saved, and out of the 7 there were 2 that I really wanted to go see, and I showed my dad them as well, and he really liked them, and he knows what he's doing when it comes to all this real estate stuff. He's looking to buy a house as well right now. So he knows what he's doing. So if I get his approval, like if he likes how it looks on paper, then I'm like, all right, cool, like I want to go see it. So I told him, I was like, I obviously want you to come with me. I'm not gonna go by myself because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never bought a property before, let alone rented a property, you know, so I need help, I need assistance. And he was like, yeah, like try to make an appointment, I'll go with you, whatever. So I tried, and I wanted to go see one this Saturday. And the agent associated with I'm on Zillow, if you guys know what that is, 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲 to look at properties, and �realtor.com, but this time it was Zillow. And someone from Zillow, an agent, he texted me like not even 5 minutes after I sent the request in, and he was like, I'm gonna connect you with like another like real estate agent in your area. I was like, okay, cool. So he was like, okay, are you available to talk right now? I said, I'm at work, but I can step away for a second. So he called me, connected me to this woman, and you know, she was basically like, I'm gonna be the one, you know, helping you out throughout this whole process if you're okay with that, whatever. So basically, long story short, she was asking me a bunch of questions, what I'm interested in, what kind of property, yada yada yada. And basically they can't show me a property yet until I am pre-approved for a mortgage, because again, I'm buying, so it's not just paying, I'm not paying rent every month, I'm paying a mortgage. Essentially, you know, I gotta take out a would it be a homeowner's loan if it's a condo? I guess, you know what I mean. So I have to do that first. So I have a Zoom meeting. I should be expecting a call today from her assistant to schedule a Zoom meeting for next Tuesday, the 15th, I believe. Just to go over things and like go over how I can be pre-approved, and then once I am pre-approved, which I don't think I will have a problem, then they'll know that I'm serious about it and that I'm financially set to be able to buy a property, which makes sense. I don't know how these things work, so I didn't know that. So yeah, she'll set me up with whoever, take down more of my information and just like what I'm interested in, my price range, like the area that I'm looking in, you know, all that real estate agent stuff. So yeah, I don't have an appointment to go look at the property yet, so I feel like I might miss out on those apartments just because I feel like someone might take them because I can't really go look and, you know, claim anything obviously until I do the financial stuff first. So I'll have that Zoom meeting hopefully next week, and I'm just glad that I kind of got the ball rolling a little bit, because I'm seeing now that it's gonna be a process, and you know, we're gonna have to go through a closing and all that, and I know it's gonna be a lot. So it's not gonna happen by my birthday, which is in like a month and a week. Definitely not, but at least I got the ball rolling, and I'm very excited. I'm starting to feel the effects of my hour commute and just being away from like my friends and stuff, because now that things are, you know, going back to normal, I'm not gonna say they're 100% normal, you know, COVID wise, they're not 100% normal, but we're getting there and things are open and things are happening, and I've been so busy going here and there and, you know, doing things with my friends and my boyfriend lives where I grew up, so a lot of my friends are in that area. You know, he's 10 minutes from my aunt's house that I stay in, you know, on the weekends. I've told you guys about that. Like 15 minutes from my job. Like everyone and everything is over there except this house, my dog, and my mom and my stepdad, but everything and everyone else is over there by where I work. And so because now socially a lot of things have been happening and I've been busy, I'm really starting to feel the effects of being so far away. Like I'm tired. I'm very tired, and I'm not complaining because it's all good stuff. It's all really good stuff, and like I said, I'm very happy. But it's a lot. It's a lot to. I essentially, like on average, live out of a duffel bag 3 to 4 days a week, just to save myself the commute time. And I'm very lucky that I have an aunt with a downstairs floor that no one sleeps in. It has a couch, it has a kitchen, it has a bathroom. It's got all the essentials, everything I need, and no one stays down there at night. So I am able to kind of claim that space when I need it, which, trust me, I know how lucky and blessed I am to have that. But still, like living out of a bag 3 to 4 days a week, it's becoming exhausting. I come home, I sleep home for like 2 days, and then it's time to pack up again. You know, it's just, it's tiring. It's very tiring. Especially, you know, the social life, and then the YouTube stuff, and then full-time job, and just like all of it together. Yeah, it's a lot. It's great, but it's a lot. So I am very much looking forward to having my own space, being closer to work, which that's not my forever job. Like, I know I'm not going to be there forever, but at least for now it'll be closer. And like where I would like to look for my next job is also kind of sort of in that area, so it'll be fine, and be closer to my friends again. And my dad's side of the family, who I've lived so far from for the past almost 4 years, 3 years and change. So it'll be nice. I'm gonna miss Maya, I'm gonna miss my family, and I love this house. I do. A lot, and I'll miss it a lot, but it's just it's just time. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to like show you guys whatever apartment that I end up with, and just like take you guys along for the journey. Like, again, like I said, I want to do an empty apartment tour. Maybe I'll like vlog the day that I go look at apartments, maybe, possibly, no promises on that one, but when I actually like get it and it's mine, empty apartment tour, I'll like vlog move-in day. I can do like decor hauls and stuff, and just like setting everything up and just kind of like take you guys along for the ride. And it's cool like to do things more on that channel because you guys get to know me a little bit better, you know, outside of me just sitting here and like whispering to you, you know. So I think all of that will be really fun. So again, hopefully the Zoom meeting happens next week and get the ball rolling for that. The apartment that I was trying to go see is really nice. It's really nice. The price tag is very nice. It's in a decently nice area. It's an apartment building, but it's like surrounded by like residential houses, so it's in like a residential area, which means that it won't be as loud as if it was on a street with like just a bunch of apartment buildings and stuff, you know. So again, the chances of me actually probably going to see that one, I don't know, because I don't know how long this financial stuff is going to take, but I really liked it. So we'll see, but I know that whichever one is for me will be the one that I will get, you know. I believe that God's got one for me, and I'm very excited to find it and go see it. Oh, my head's starting to hurt. I'm feeling it a little bit. Anyway, a follow-up on all my my Miami stuff. A lot of my friends watched my Miami video, just because like a lot of them were like, they saw like my Instagram story about like how I lost my stuff, and they were like, what happened? And I was like, just watch the video that I'm gonna post. And so a lot of people watched it. A lot of people felt bad, but when they got to like the sandal part where my shoe broke, I think it kind of made everybody laugh after that, especially because like if you know me, I don't know, I just feel like it's funny because these things just happen to me. Like they don't have great luck all the time. But anyway, yeah, so like I told you guys, I think last week, yeah, I did tell you, the day after I got back, I went ahead, I got a phone. Do have a phone. And I got an email about a new apartment listing. Now I get them like all day. Anyway, I went out, I got a phone, I went to the bank, ordered new cards. You can't get it that day, but it takes like 3 to 5 days. It took 6 days for me, but that's also including a weekend, so I guess like 4 business days. And they just came yesterday. My mom very graciously gave me $60 in cash that day, like the day after I got home, because I didn't have money. I had to like get gas and like food and whatever, and I lived off of $60 for 5-6 days essentially. Granted, when I'm like home, like I'll have dinner with my family, so I didn't have to like buy myself dinner every day, but like, you know what I mean. And I made it on the $60, and now I have my cards, and I went and I just used it. I activated it for the first time just now, so I have money again, and I'm not broke. But no, I'm just being funny. But like, it feels better that my life is like slowly getting back to like normal-ish kind of. My driver's license should come within the next 2 weeks. I ordered it online, so for now I'm just using like my passport and stuff when I drive. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. So really all I need is like my driver's license, and then I'm pretty much okay, back to normal. So I liked reading your comments on my Miami video. A lot of you had really nice things to say, very like encouraging, and a lot of you were like telling me your stories about like things that you've lost and stuff like that. You're saying how you feel my pain. So I appreciate that. Also the fact that I went to Miami and I am still this pale. I know it's the lighting too, but you can see my shoulders. I don't know if you can actually see, they're like splotchy because they're peeling. Because literally just like this much of my shoulders each burned, and the rest of me and my back a little bit, and everything else is the same. So yeah, they're peeling and they feel a little gross, but it's fine. Anyway, what else is going on? As far as work is good. I am back to, I don't know if any of you remember, it depends on how long you've been subscribed to my channel. Pre-pandemic, my normal shift on the weekdays was 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that would be Monday, Thursday, Friday, because I'm off Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then Saturday, Sunday has always been 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. But when the pandemic hit, us directors needed to be spread out just for social distancing reasons and yada yada yada. So a lot of us got shifted around, so my regular schedule, Monday, Thursday, Friday, became 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., which was the best shift ever. I did it for like almost a year and a half, and I got so used to it, and it was so nice because I could even hang out with people on the weekdays, and I could stay out late. It wasn't like a matter of having to go to bed early because I didn't have to be in until 10, so I could wake up at 9, even 8 isn't that bad, and go to work and be there at 10 and get out at 4, which is still relatively early. It was so good, and I miss it so much. So starting this past week, I went back to my 6 a.m. to 3, which isn't horrible because 3 is early to be getting out of work, which is nice. You don't hit as much traffic, and if you want to out to dinner, you go home, get ready, and go out to dinner. You know, like you're not really rushing. So getting out at 3 is nice, but the going in at 6 is rough. Because if I'm coming from here, which I usually am on the weekdays, I'm up at 4, leave at 5, get there at 6, so I'm back to going to bed earlier pretty much every day now, which stinks. You know, I was hanging out with my friends the other day, like my friends from high school, Kathy and Joanya, and we were hanging out with one of our friends that we hadn't hung out with in years, which is a whole other story, but I won't really go into that too much because that's kind of personal. But we hadn't seen her in years, and we got to her house at like 7 p.m. and I didn't leave until like 12:45 in the morning, and we could have stayed longer because we were just talking and laughing and catching up on 3 years worth of life, you know. And I would have stayed later, but I had to wake up early to go to work, you know, and I barely slept that night as it is. So I've been really tired this last week just because I'm getting used to having to go to bed early again, and I haven't been going to bed as early as I probably should, but I just like don't want to, which is bad. But you know, it's an adjustment for sure. Again, the sun just came out, and so I got really bright. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's the deal with that. I am hoping that, and I was telling my family this the other day, I'm hoping that like by the end of the summer I can maybe transition out of working weekends and working mornings. You know, the way it works at my job essentially is that we all have our slots, right? So all the directors have their own shifts, and you do your own shows, the same shows every day. Like those are your shows. So the only way my schedule would change to, you know, working Monday through Friday, or, you know, working later in the day, is if someone else that is working that kind of shift leaves, and then there's an open slot essentially. And we have like a really good team of directors, and like no one is really making moves to leave, you know, as far as I know, except one of us who is trying to like change career paths. And so I'm hoping that once, because she just graduated with her master's and like she's like ready to go, she just has to find a job. So I am hoping that when she finds a job and she leaves, if no one else like jumps the gun and like wants it, then I am gonna try to slide in there. And so I would work evenings, like approximately like 1:30 to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. And I've done the night shift back when I was a freelancer. I did it for like 4 months straight. It wasn't my favorite just because it really does take up your entire day, whereas getting out at 3, you still have so much of the day to kind of do whatever you want. So that's like the trade-off, but I would do it if that meant that I had weekends, because, you know, my friends or now my boyfriend, sometimes like they can do things on the weekends and they can go away, and it, you know, they don't have to take time off work, or they can, you know, they have that freedom. And then there's me who can't do that, and it sucks. I've done it for like 1.5 years. I feel like I've paid my dues and I'm ready to not work weekends anymore. So, you know, I would do that. I would work Monday through Friday, and then getting out at 10:30 p.m. isn't that bad. I can still go out afterwards and do things, you know, and then stay up late and not have to worry about, you know, getting up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, you know, is rough. So I hope that is coming soon. That is my goal. That is my plan. I'm just praying about it, and I hope that a door opens. And yeah, and then I would adjust my filming schedule for sure. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to film during the day on a Tuesday anymore, but I would make it work. I'll always make it work for YouTube, so you don't have to worry about that. But you know, I won't complain too much, right? I have a job. I have a full-time job, and should be thankful for that, and I am. But I just want to sleep. I want to sleep at normal times. That's all I want. But anyway, I'm trying to think what else I can update you on. My head really hurts. I'm feeling it, like right here. I feel it. That might be it. I've just been so busy lately, like just May, the month of May. I don't even know. I don't even like know what happened that month. Like it went by in like 5 seconds, and I did so much. Just the month of May alone, between friends and family, there were like 5 birthdays, and so like I had a birthday dinner for each. Went to Miami to celebrate 2 other birthdays, and then there was Mother's Day, and my mom's birthday and Mother's Day are always a week apart. So I had both of those, and then, you know, like my boyfriend's graduation, and then another birthday brunch, and then it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a great month though. I was looking through like my Snapchat memories, and I did a lot of really fun stuff. It was a good month, but I've just been so busy and so tired. So like 2 weeks ago when I took that week off from YouTube, I needed it, man. I needed it. Because I was just so shot, like so shot. But yeah, I mean, everything's good. Everything is really good. I feel like as cheesy as it sounds, I feel like I'm kind of in like a season of change, kind of, where like, and it's mostly due to the fact that I know I'm gonna be moving soon, but like I feel like I'm like entering into a new chapter, like a good one, you know, and I'm very excited about it. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me. I hope that you guys are all well, and thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that this ramble lived up to your expectations, because I know you guys have been waiting for it for like 2+ weeks. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.